Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment. So we have a report that Princess Anne ordered Harry not to marry the unsuitable Meghan. That's really interesting. So let's take a look at some of these issues because, I mean, according to Meghan, the royal family was, they're against, they didn't want to make Archie a prince because of his skin color. They almost drove her to suicide. They wouldn't help her. Yeah, right. Okay, so was the royal family overall, up until the marriage, were they in favor of Harry's marriage to Meghan? Because, I mean, Charles walked her down the aisle. He seems to be in favor. So was the royal family, as a general statement, in favor of Harry's marriage to Meghan? Trinity. Okay, snake. Were the royals overall in favor, and we'll drill down, were they in favor of Harry's marriage to Meghan? Trinity, everything working together. They worked perfectly together. They were unified, united for the long term. Snake is an interesting card here because Snake can be a divorced woman. Meghan is a divorced woman. She's not just biracial, she's a divorced woman. And personally, I am against Harry marrying a divorced woman. I don't care that Meghan is mixed. Everybody in America is mixed. I'm going to say 99% of people living in America are mixed in the gene pool of various things. I'm one of the very rare people who is, I'm 100% Polish, and I went to 23andMe or whatever, one of those things, and I actually thought I was a little bit Jewish, but turns out I'm not. So I'm 100% Polish, and that's very rare. I would say less than 1% of the U.S. population is not mixed with with various racial groups. So, and that's everybody. So I don't know, how can that be a problem that Meghan is mixed? Because everybody's mixed. Literally everybody in the U.S. is mixed. So they were completely unified that this is a good long-term decision to allow the divorced woman into the royal family. 22, 25, 7 arts. The way is clear. The way is completely clear. They were unified that this is a good idea. Yes, they love it. Everything is out in the open. It's a new start and success. A great start. This is a great idea. Let's do it. 10 Diamonds royal family, Cross and lovers, joining a close and personal permanent relationship with the royal family, and a big change for the actress. Okay, so they're bringing an actress in, player as actress, and they're loving up the actress. So I see overall the royal family being very pro-Meghan. We're going to bring Meghan in, and it's going to be wonderful. Okay, so they were all united for Meghan to come into the royal family. Let's back up. Did Meghan, I have to know, did Meghan play the false pregnancy card? Okay, all along what I see Meghan doing, and I'm sure you see it as well, but what I see Meghan doing is controlling and manipulating and gaslighting Harry. Okay, so her way into the royal family is through Prince Harry. So Did she play the false pregnancy card? I'm pregnant, Harry. You have to marry me. Okay, because you can buy positive pregnancy tests on Etsy. I sell on Etsy. I don't sell positive pregnancy tests. You can buy sonograms with babies on them online and say, see, I went to the doctor and I did a sonogram. Here's the baby. Okay, you can. There's all kinds of weird, deceptive things you can do. It's interesting that people will do this, and I think it's so common that there's a cottage industry for this. That's very strange. That's very strange. And I think they'll even sell you, pregnant pee, pregnant women selling their pee. And you can take it and get pregnancy tests, like that. So there's all kinds of tricks that are being played against unsuspecting men to prove that the woman is pregnant. Very disturbing. So did Meghan play the false pregnancy card? Did she force her way into the family by controlling Harry? Because she's certainly controlling him now. So did she play the false pregnancy card? Oh dear. Oh my goodness. What are these cards? Do we have Meghan playing the false pregnancy cards? These are very disturbing cards underneath. I can't wait to read them. On top, we have the woman, honest man, committed to each other. It's interesting, this is a 2 clubs and not a 2 hearts, not a 2 diamonds. This is business. 2 handcuffs can also just be handcuffs. I've got you now, boy. Oh, I've got you now. It can be kind of like that. So, but she's on the surface, everything looked cool. She looked like a good woman, marrying a good man. Everything. Queen of Hearts is an honest woman. King of Hearts is an honest man. They're just honestly committed to each other. This is not a great love card. This is not a great marriage card. This is the second least favorable card. The most unfavorable card for a man and a woman in a relationship is 2 spades. So this is kind of a dark 2. Not wonderful. It's more like it's a grasping kind of card. So what do we have underneath? 4 spades, dead bodies in the box, hiding a lot of secrets. Karmic shift and no. 3 blackbirds and incubus succubus. Telling lies. The 3 blackbirds are very vocal. They talk a lot. Telling lies and keeping secrets to make a big change and shut everything down. So shut down questions. So I'm asking, did she play the false pregnancy card? Well, here's sex. I'm not seeing pregnancy. Okay, so she's telling lies, she's keeping secrets, and she's shutting down inquiries. Let's add this up. 15, 19, 22, 6 diamonds. So she's really maintaining she didn't play the false pregnancy. I don't see her playing false pregnancy. I see her telling a lot of lies, and a lot of people are saying, she's a great deceiver, and that's how she got Harry. This would indicate that, yes, she was very deceptive in how she got Harry. And this 2 clubs is an indication that it's not about love. It's about holding on to Harry. Okay, just chaining him, getting a hold of him and not letting him go. Now to the big question. Did Princess Anne... Okay, and Princess Anne came out and said, she was the one that made the comment about Archie's skin color. I don't actually believe that, and I just admire her for taking the bullet. So did Princess Anne order Harry not to marry? Because this can be Princess Anne taking another bullet. Okay, she's like, she's just tough as nails. And let's remember that Princess Anne, they tried to kidnap her, and she refused to leave the car. She kicked them and beat them off with her umbrella, and she wouldn't go with her kidnappers, and she was not kidnapped. Okay, so, and I guess this is before they had good security, because that's pretty idiotic that could happen. If there's security, I don't think that could happen. So did Princess Anne, is this true? Did Princess Anne Anne and Harry, order Harry, don't marry Meghan. I don't approve. She's unsuitable. Anne, Harry, did Anne order Harry not to marry Meghan? Because, Harry could be very starry-eyed, and that's what this looks like. Yes, and son, very starry-eyed in front of all the people. He doesn't want to look stupid in front of all the people of England. 16, 4 spades. I think he was swallowing his worry. Okay, he has intuition, just like everybody has intuition, and he was swallowing it. He was starry-eyed and didn't want to look stupid in front of the people. And on the surface, marrying this biracial woman who's divorced, this is all very groundbreaking, and it really shoves him to the front of the queue, and he was very popular royal. So on the surface, it looked like a really popular move, another very winning move for our Prince Harry, whom everybody loves. But he had his own reservations, 4 spades, 16. Did Princess Anne say, don't marry her? Snake, this is not positive. We have 2 spades and we have a on the fence. She was on the fence about this divorced woman and saying, maybe you should cut her. 18, 5 diamonds going forward. The 5 and 5, change. She did advise him to think about it and maybe change his mind. She did have reservations about the divorced woman, and she did express them to Harry. Okay. Oh, and here's the kicker. Star Bethlehem, and no, I don't think you should go forward with this wedding at this time. 16, 4 spades, another ending. No, an ending. So she expressed her reservations about Meghan, and she did say, I don't think you should marry Meghan Markle at this time. You shouldn't go forward with this at this time. So that's interesting. Princess Anne really did say that. Another very famous quotation that we have is Prince Philip saying, one doesn't marry actresses, my dear boy. I added the my dear boy. But one doesn't marry actresses, said Philip to Harry. Okay, that's very famous. Okay, and everybody thought that Philip, old school Philip would be the one, and he's very sharp-witted, very straightforward, and will tell you what's what. People were pinning it on Philip, that Philip was the one who made these alleged comments about Archie's skin color. I'm not sure anybody did, frankly. And then we also have William saying, take your time. So let's look at Philip and William with regard to Harry, because we have so many people to go through. Did Philip, was he against? Was William against? Because the overall spread shows everyone was pro-Meghan. And that's how the family works. They all get together and they agree. 3 diamonds, they all agree to work together towards common goals. And that's a great model. That's a great model for any family. That's a great model for any husband and wife and family, that they must be a unit and work together, even if there's some reservations from some of the members. You should decide together and work together. You should never oppose each other. Okay, the mafia works like this. The cops work like this. This is how things work. This is how successful organizations work. So Philip and William, were they pro or con? Philip and William. Philip, pro-marriage or against marriage? Philip, William. Ooh, interesting. Oh my goodness. So what do we have here? Interesting. William, broken chalice. Nope. Message about the woman. Don't marry this woman. So Philip was, William, this is Philip. William was against. 12, 13, 15, 4 clubs. He just felt that this was not the right time. You could delay. He wanted a delay. And that's, if you're going to be together for the rest of your life, what's the harm? Where's the fire, man? Just hold your horses, cool your jets a little bit. No big deal. Okay? So he's showing against. William is showing against. Philip, karmic relationship to keep the relationship with Harry. Lovers, veil, 9 and 6, 15, 4 clubs. So 4 clubs for both of them. So 4 clubs is 4-leaf clover. It happens right now. If you blink, you can miss it. So like right now, William was said, maybe you should delay. 4 clubs, let this moment pass, and then we'll look at it again in the next moment. Let this temporary moment pass. So a good addition to the family, but he had reservations. So he was more pro, but he kept his reservations to himself. He was pro marriage of Meghan Markle, but he kept his reservations to himself. 4-leaf clover, roses, they were for it. And the underlying snake, earthquake, and crossroads. 22, 27 cross, permanent family. There were very deep reservations that this could lead to disaster. That this decision, 5 clubs, could lead to a disaster. And they were right. Okay, pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your gut feelings. And that's kind of what we do here. When we're reading cards, we do pay attention. We do look at things. So Philip, he kept it to himself, but he had reservations. Very intelligent man. William, he spoke up. Messages, and he kind of came out against Meghan. But overall, the family was pro-Meghan, but there was definitely misgivings that this could lead to a world-class disaster. And that disaster is not over. That disaster continues to roll on. The Oprah interview was just nominated for an Emmy. I don't know. I guess truth is not a big deal in Hollywood. And let's finally look at the Queen and Charles. Pro or con? Okay, because I think Charles was very positive. Okay, but everyone, like the first spread, and I think that's why I throw the first spread, everyone in the royal family in the first Celtic cross, they were united as pro-Meghan, because I know that's what was decided. Okay, that's what was decided, that they're going to be pro-Meghan. Okay, so let's look at the Queen and Charles. Pro or con? And did they say anything? I'm pretty sure Charles didn't say anything. He walked her down the aisle. Queen and Charles. Queen, pro or con? Queen. Ooh. Ooh. Charles. Oh. Oh. Wow. Interesting. We have the Queen and Charles. Queen, no. She was on the fence, and she was more like, no, why take the risk? 6, so 10, 15, 4 clubs. 4 clubs keeps showing up. 4-leaf clover, opportunity, right now, the right now card. Okay, so for right now, no. She wanted to stop it or delay it. And she wanted to look into it further. Okay, let's make a sober decision. Let's really look into this. Let's see what's really here. Let's not rush. Okay, interestingly, this I didn't expect. With Charles, he was against 2 spades. No. Out of the family, and it's probably not going to work. Very interesting. 13, 4 hearts. He was against bringing her into the family. That's so interesting, because he walked her down the aisle. So this is a testimony to how much the other royal family members will swallow their own thinking their own opinions and go work together, Trinity, as a unit. This is what's decided, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to behave. Charles was very against. He was very against the marriage, and he felt that it would not work out. And it has spectacularly not worked out. Angel in handcuffs, committed to, she's an angel. I think Meghan is an angel. Okay, Meghan is an angel. And what I mean is Meghan presents herself as just absolutely the best person ever. She's very emotional. She's touching you, and very feminine, and very helpless, and she's an angel. So they just went with that narrative going forward in the family, permanent family. So they hoped for the best. 11, 18 plus 7, 25, 7 hearts, 7, 7, 7. So they really hoped for the best, and they just hoped for the best. But the Queen was against it and Charles was against it. That's so interesting. Okay, because of Charles' actions. Charles actually walked her down the aisle. And it's so interesting that, his worst fears were confirmed. So the Queen was against it, Charles was against it. Philip, he kept it to himself. So that means to me that Philip and the Queen are not sharing their deepest thoughts, because Philip kept it to himself. William came out against. A lot of people against. Princess Anne was clearly against, and she ordered him not to marry. So I think what happened is there was a lot of kind of backdoor discussion, and then they appointed Princess Anne to go in and do the hit. Okay, I want you to go talk to Harry, and she's the only one. It's not a bunch of people ganging up on Harry. It's one person coming to Harry, and Harry didn't listen to her. Obviously, she's a very wise woman. Did Meghan play the fake pregnancy? No, but she was deceiving Harry the whole time and shutting down any inquiries. So there wasn't enough time to really figure out who is Meghan, and that's what the misgivings are. I kept getting the 4 clubs, the right now card. Let's delay it a little bit. Let's look into this a little bit further, and we're going to figure out who Meghan Markle really is, and if we want her in the family. So really only Philip was for it. Philip was pro. Everybody else was against it. And they appointed Anne to go talk to him, but they put a face on that they're all going to be pro-Meghan, and she got through. She got through. It's like a Russian computer hack. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method, and I'll see you guys next time.